What's going on, my fellow Vault Interceptors? My name is Sid and welcome back to a channel that is on multiple occasions been deemed underrated. So if you want to help correct this cosmic injustice and get me to at least 200 subscribers, do go ahead and subscribe, check out my content, check out my commentary content, my Crew 2 content. Go ahead, subscribe. I think you'll like it. Especially if you're watching this video, you're most likely gonna like it. But what are we doing in this video? Well, I spent the last couple of days grinding the battle pass, everything basically in the crew, and I've done every single challenge. I've done my weeklies by yesterday, I've done the dailies every single day, and that has meant that legitimately, without buying any actual tiers, paying crew credits to purchase tiers, I bought the base battle pass and I used that, and now I have the Vault Interceptor Corvette. You can kind of see it on the screen there, but the problem is this game is so unbelievably polished that I accidentally clicked onto the Motorpass and then clicked off, and now it's done that. Which is great, but I was also very curious that when I actually unlocked it, I unlocked only one tier, but it said 3 tiers unlocked, but I'm still level 13, so I'm not actually sure what's going on there. Okay, so 13 is a triple tier thing apparently. You get 3 rewards for reaching level 13. Is that the same for the other vehicles? No, it isn't. I assume that is just because of the extra premium bundle you can get, where you get a couple of tiers just so you get these items with that bundle as well. Or maybe they wanted to add more items but couldn't fit it into the 50 item cap that they'd given themselves. But we now own the Corvette Vault Interceptor, so we're gonna go straight over to security, and as you can see, my other security cars are very well customized. I did customize those in a video and show off them in the video, so if you want to go check that out, that will be up in the corner over there right now. Check that out after this video. But we're gonna go straight into customizing this thing. Now, it has been 3 days and I'm not sure how many people own this car yet, so I'm gonna look at the liveries. And first of all, this livery has been on every single one of the cars, so this man is making, I'd say he's making bank, but also you earn nothing from making liveries, which I say is a bit odd because people have to pay 4,000 for a livery. So I actually say you should at least get 1,000 credits, maybe even less, from a livery, but there should be some kind of payoff for making a livery in this game. Obviously it would be kind of OP, like if you just get to a livery quick and then make it a certain way, or do a hack where you literally just make a tinted window livery and everyone wants it for some reason. You could do stuff like that, which is kind of cheaty, but you would get crew credits for it at least, so it kind of gives you more incentive to make livery. Just some little additions to the game that would be nice and kind of incentivize other things in this game other than just the base gameplay. I haven't been using the fan public player made liveries because I just don't like them. I don't think a lot of them are good at the moment. I'd have to wait a while. So instead, I'm going to be using some of the exclusive liveries, which are of course the Ubisoft provided liveries, and I think some of them are actually quite good. So we're going to go straight into the customization, and I'm going to pop on a good livery for this thing. It only took a while, but this livery is too good to pass up. Like, look at it. Let's be real for a second. That's a cool livery. And we're actually going to be customizing this with the vanities from the actual update for the most part. Because, I mean, do you really want to see this on this car? No, you don't. You really don't. Instead, I'm thinking your run-of-the-mill red car, these vanities, they were a while ago now. I think they returned with one of the summits. But these are pretty good. They are pretty good go-to red liveries. But when I mean the Interceptor, the Chase vanities, I mean stuff like this thing and this thing. Even though it would look a lot cooler with maybe the red smoke or even the blue smoke because it matches the hand, I'm gonna go with the Chase Nitro because it is a bit better for this thing, I guess. Am I happy doing it? No. Am I probably gonna change it later? Maybe, but at the moment, we can check out this underglow as well, which it's not the worst. To be honest, it's not the worst. It reminds me of this one, but kind of worse. But it's okay, I guess. It's better than this. This is an abomination. I don't even know what they were thinking with this. Like, It's really not good. At least this has, it's slightly better, let's be real for a second. And as always, it really doesn't matter what window tint you have on, because they all look exactly the same because they're all tinted. You can look at it on some lighting, but honestly I can't even tell if in the video it shows up at all. You really can't tell. But that being said, this thing is now customized and I'm really liking how it looks, because the tires actually really well match the livery. Like, these liveries weren't in the Crew 1. Now we're missing a couple of liveries from the Crew 1, which would be liveries such as the Ubisoft game based liveries. Like there was Driver San Francisco liveries, the Rabbit game liveries, there was Watchdog liveries, Ghost Recon liveries, but they took those out and instead they've been adding quite a few cool exclusive ones. I believe this one as well as this one are both brand new for the Crew 2. Of course we can't really throw this thing into an event looking like this. Ah, that looks disgusting. Now we gotta change that. There we go, that looks a lot more appealing. Now of course these parts are almost maxed out. One of them is 7.4 instead of 8%, meaning that it's not 56%, it's 55.4%. Realistically, who cares? Because this thing is actually looking really sweet, and to be honest, I kind of want to really just chuck this thing into an event at this point. I have actually been saving all of these events just so I can play these in a video. I'm going to be playing both of these in this video, Masked in the City and Ocean Thieves. Without wasting any more time, I'm going to go straight over to the sites of the city. It was something like that. No, it wasn't. It was nothing like that. It was Masked in the City. And we'll look at the vanities, because I haven't actually seen... They're kind of cool. I'm not too sure how I feel about the smoke, because it's... Oh, makes a weird noise. It's got like a cooldown noise. It sounds like the turbo on any car with a turbo. It sounds like that, but powering down from... Okay, sometimes does it, sometimes doesn't. But the underglow is kind of cool, and I'm liking the livery, which has nothing to do with the update, but I think we'll give a gander to this thing's interior. It's nice, it's the exact same as the normal Corvette's interior. What a surprise. I'm baffed. I couldn't have expected it. But here we go, now that we've actually got good parts on this, and I've been waiting to get this thing, because it has been painful trying to do these events with the muscle cars, because muscle cars are just utterly appalling. They're just they're painful to use, and I say that while I'm also missing these cars. But yeah, having two muscle cars as my only options for these events and not having something like this, a sports car, hasn't been fun. It really hasn't. Now that there's finally this thing, and I believe I landed on him and it didn't kill him. Okay, this is a cool area. Okay, apparently landing on AIs doesn't actually kill them. Oh, nice. There we go. And we're 3 away now. I lost my train of thought. There's the nitro, by the way. Now, the nitro is very useless. It's very, very bad unless you stop using it. There, nitro stops. It's got a little cool animation near the end. But, like I was saying, it's nice to finally have a sports car, because the muscle cars were just painful to use at a point, because it's Crew 2 muscle cars, which means if you try and accelerate any more than they want you to, which is about 2 inches pushing down the accelerator, the car just goes and just stays in that like second gear mode for some reason. I really shouldn't have missed that with how long I stayed there to actually get that done. That's 8 out of 8 interceptors, and you know what? I'm so clean at transitions that I am already in the next event. What did I say? We don't waste time here on the Sidwaz channel. This one seems to be in Miami. I wasn't actually too sure because I wasn't looking while apparently I'm just not looking at all. I wasn't really looking when I loaded into the event. How did that second tap? There we go, that should have killed him, I thought so. So this is the last of the street race ones. So next I believe you'd kind of have to own the Veneno to be able to play, because the last one's a hypercar event. So I'm curious on what the other ones are going to be. If they're all going to be hypercar from now, if we're still going to get any street ones. Because there's 8 overall, and this marks 4 street events, and the next one is hypercar. So the rest of them gonna be hypercar, so it's 4-4? Oh, that's nice. I just love blue screening in the middle of recording a video. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you lot. I had been online all night watching YouTube, listening to podcasts. By the way, check out the Animosity podcast. That's the podcast that I host along with my friend Ross McGill. The link will be in the description. I was listening to podcasts and I was playing all night. Followers grinding. That's how I got to Icon 2020. I did all of that. Didn't crash once. But no, as soon as I start filming, I was thinking, oh yeah, you know what? I'll film today as well. And then I'll go straight from filming and I'll carry on playing and I'll get my longest session in the game. But no, apparently not. Apparently the crew 2 had other plans. Let's get back into the event. So we're back in the event and I am convinced because I checked my longest session as soon as I got back into the game. How did that not? Sweet. I checked my longest session and it's 17 hours 11 minutes, which is what it was before anyway, which means I haven't gotten a new longest session. And I mean, I'm gonna continue playing after I'm done filming, so I'm convinced that I have been robbed of a longest session stat because of the game. Maybe I shouldn't have even filmed today. Maybe I shouldn't have, but you know what? Then I wouldn't be providing content for you lot. So I'm making sacrifices over here for the content. So if you do feel like you're enjoying the content, do leave a like while I take out as many outlaws as I can. Now this one seems a lot more separated. I don't see the event area overlapping as much. In the other event, the first one, which is in San Francisco, it's a small city in this game, so a lot of the roads overlap in there. I haven't tried it, but I wouldn't be surprised in assuming that you could just go wherever off of the track, off of the linear route it gives you, and probably still get outlaws. This one is a lot more of a linear route. This one is more of a follow it this way. I'm not sure if it gives you a wrong way, but I kind of only need 2 more outlaws. There we go. That's that one. He is dead. There is now killing in the crew 2. Let's go hunt down this last outlaw. And because I just prefer first person, I thought, you know what, we'll round this guy in first person. And I am really liking this car compared to the other 2.
Amazing driving.
The Camaro, Shelby GT, and the Demon. Those things are utterly abysmal compared to this thing. This thing is just so much better than them. It's actually insane. And you know what? I like this thing. I like this thing and I like the Vanities. And it... nice, just freezing in time there from the game. I like this thing. I like the Vanities. They're not the worst. But they're not anything too special. I'm going to keep leveling up the Battle Pass. I'm going to keep doing every single daily. I'm going to keep doing all the weekly challenges as soon as they come out. And just like that, hopefully you guys will tune in for that stuff as well. So stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, check out the Animosity podcast. I stream over at Sid Wide Streams. The link will be in the description and the top comment for that as well. So go check both of those out. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys did. And with that, I'm going to go edit this video now. So I'll call you back in a bit.